Good evening to everybody. Most Venerable Bogoda Maha Thera, Chief Sanganayake of Great Britain and the Chief Incumbent of the London Buddhist Vihara. Venerable Tawalama Bandula Thera, resident monks of the London Buddhist Vihara, distinguished guests and devotees of the Vihara. I consider it a great privilege to have been invited by the London Buddhist Vihara to be present here today during my current visit to the UK. Over the years, through our High Commission in London, Sri Lanka has maintained its long-standing association with the Vihara, as well as its religious and spiritual mission. We support the Vihara in its outreach in spreading the teachings of Theravada Buddhism and fostering a culture of tolerance, spiritual reflection, and social harmony. In my capacity as Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Sri Lanka, it is a matter of added satisfaction that the work of the London Buddhist Vihara makes an important, non-official and positive contribution to Sri Lanka's relations with the United Kingdom. I emphasize the role played by the Most Venerable Bogoda Seelawimala Maha Thera in fostering good relations between the Buddhist Vihara and the British establishment, including the royal family, by attending to various ceremonies at the palace and thereby bringing the good work of the Vihara to the attention of His Majesty. On this occasion, I consider it important to recall the history and the origins of the London Buddhist Vihara. In this regard, and on the eve of his 160th birth anniversary of Anagarika Dharmapala, we honor his memory as a leading figure in the Sri Lankan independence movement, who devoted his life to inspiring people from across the world towards the teachings of the Buddha. Then, at a time when Buddhism was in decline due to colonial rule, he placed it firmly as a global religion and established international contacts from the East and the West to spread the teachings of the Buddha in the continents of Asia, America, and Europe. These efforts are supported by the Maha Bodhi societies he established throughout the world, including the British Maha Bodhi Society, for the objective of, and I quote, the extension of the knowledge of Buddhism, the establishment of a Vihara in London, and the promotion of the cause of Buddhism in the West. Through his efforts in 1926, that's almost a century ago, the London Buddhist Vihara was the first Buddhist monastery to have been established outside the continent of Asia. This was a century ago, at a time of very limited global connectivity and communication. And this was a significant achievement due to the tireless efforts of Anagarika Dharmapala. Reverend monks and friends, Sri Lanka's Buddhist heritage has an important impact on its international outlook even today. We believe that the profound values offered by Buddhism can have a positive impact in the current global landscape, marked by conflict, where we aim to achieve a non-violent and equitable world where common issues facing humanity are addressed in a sustainable manner, drawing inspiration from Buddhist teachings. In the daily work of the Foreign Ministry in Sri Lanka, we have incorporated this message internationally. As an example, importantly, This year marks the 25th anniversary of the international recognition of Vesak by the United Nations, pursuant to the adoption of UN General Assembly Resolution 54115, which was pioneered by the then Foreign Minister of Sri Lanka, Honorable Lakshman Kadirgama. Reverend monks, ladies and gentlemen, today I also look forward to listening to the guest speaker this evening, Professor Trishanta Nanayakara, Director of Morph Lab at Imperial College London, on his insights regarding the intersection between Buddhism and AI. This subject is deeply relevant to the future world, raising important ethical and spiritual questions. I convey my appreciation once again to the London Buddhist Vihara for inviting myself, the staff of the Sri Lanka High Commission, to participate in today's important program at the Vihara. Let me conclude by recalling a line from the Vihara's 2550th Buddha Jayanti publication, which said, "The London Buddhist Vihara has remained a beacon of light, spreading the sublime teachings of the Buddha Dharma in all the West." Thank you for your support to this noble objective, and I wish you a very reflective and peaceful evening. I thank you.